Creating a puppy schedule could be difficult, especially if we have busy lives. And today I want to bring up a perfect puppy schedule that you could follow, especially if you have a 9 to 5. These kind of things make it a little bit more difficult, but nonetheless, it's easier to follow. So in the morning times, when you get your puppy, first thing you want to do is you want to let them out on a potty break. And the reason why is because you don't want them peeing and pooping all around the house. It could turn into a mess, stink up your house. So that's the first thing you should be probably doing. Then while you're outside, you already have them outside. So get some playtime in, let them move around, get familiar with their bodies and how they function, and just get them running around. Next, what you want to do is you want to give them some feeding time. And this stuff sounds obvious, but you want to make sure your dog is eating well. And then around the middle of the day, you kind of want to repeat this process. You want to take them out to, potty break a little bit more. You obviously want to take them more than, let's say every 2 to 3 hours. You want to take them about every hour, or if you can, every 30 minutes, because you don't want them peeing and pooping all around the house, like I said. So the next playtime session, turn that into a training session. And training them is very valuable, especially when they're young, and you don't have to go full-blown training session with little puppies. You got to get them the basics first, which is like learning their name, learning how to sit down on cue, and start with the basics like that. But always give them playtime and making sure that they're rewarded and they know the difference between what you want from them and what they don't want. And at the end of the day, you can also feed them. Again, puppies eat a lot more than adult dogs. You could get them to engage in playtime. Make sure you make them go potty, and then follow this process until they grow older into their adult bodies and they start to become a lot more familiar on how they should function as a young adult and an old adult. Now, there's key considerations. This is just a very basic schedule that you could follow. The key considerations you should know about is adjusting this flexibility for the age and energy that your puppy may have. Younger puppies may need to be, frequent potty breaks and nap times, while older puppies can handle a lot longer play sessions and walks. You got to always be flexible with your puppy, depending on their energy level. Adjust the schedule as needed. And positive reinforcement is good when they're a puppy. And this is something you can simply follow. Now, as far as a weekly schedule for your puppy, Monday is more tailored toward advanced training. You could dedicate extra time to more challenging training exercises or new commands. And the reason why I like to use Monday as an advanced training session day is because it's the start of the week. Start your week off right on the right note. Tuesday, you could focus on socialization, plan your day, getting your dog socialized to new environments. And it doesn't have to be like full-blown socialization, getting your dog, accustomed to everything. You slowly ease them into it. Wednesday, you can have grooming sessions with your dog, get them socialized to getting groomed and making sure that they're always clean, brushing, ear cleaning, nail trimming, things of that aspect. Thursdays, you could focus your day on extended outdoor adventures with your dog, longer walks, longer fetch sessions with your dog at the park, and this is all socialization as well, so that will be good. Now, Friday, you could introduce your dog to more challenging stuff such as puzzle toys, problem-solving activities, agility. This is also very good for young puppies that are growing into their adult days and getting older as the time goes by. The weekends you could use as just a time to relax with your puppy, have a dog. Not everything needs to be by the rules. Just have fun with your dog. That's always good as well. Start having bonding moments. Now, monthly schedule highlights that you need to follow or at least have a plan for if you have a puppy that is growing older, something you need to think about. Now, veterinary visits are very important. You want to have some checkups. You could ideally do it monthly. Vaccinations, general health assessments, and stuff like that. But just making sure you're taking trips to the vet. You could do weight and diet evaluation. You could evaluate your dog monthly, see if they're growing at the right pace, if they're not undersized or oversized. This can help you with their diet and kind of gauge where they're at. And you also want to teach them new skills and commands. You want to make sure that they're getting all their obedience down, and you want to revisit and reinforce the standards you have for your dog. So making sure you evaluate all this stuff and making sure they're on track with their training as well. You want to keep evaluation of their grooming, making sure they're not having very bad allergies, if they're not developing red hot spots, making sure they don't have fleas, making sure they get tick prevention, and then just have fun with your dog. You also want to have seasonal considerations. You want to adjust towards the seasons, such as summertime, winter, fall, and spring. You know, there's some seasons where dogs tend to thrive a little bit more, and some seasons where your dog is just a couch potato, like the wintertime. Just something to consider. The seasons change. That means you have to be flexible and adjust your schedule, just like how I said before. Keep that in mind. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out.